Hey everyone, welcome to this session by Intellipaat. My name is Anirudh, and in this session, we're gonna quickly check out the artificial intelligence career path which you guys can get on and definitely should get on because this is the number one job in the entire world today. So, on that note, before we begin with the session, make sure to subscribe to the Intellipaat's YouTube channel and hit that bell icon so that you never miss an update from us. And on that note, let us discuss the agenda for today's session. So, we'll start out by taking a quick introduction to artificial intelligence and check out why it is needed. And after understanding why we actually require artificial intelligence, we will check out the skills that is actually needed to become an artificial intelligence developer ourselves. And after we understand the skills that we need, we can check out a step-by-step guide, a comprehensive guide on how you can become an artificial intelligence developer yourself as well. And of course, after understanding the step-by-step guide, we need to check out the average salary of an artificial intelligence developer as well, right? And I'm sure you guys are waiting for that too. And after that, we're going to check out how we can get you on the fastest track possible to you guys becoming self-sufficient artificial intelligence developers and making sure that you make use of this opportunity of AI being the number one job in today's world. So guys, on that note, again, as always, we love an interactive session here at Intellipaat and you guys love it more than us. So make sure to head down to the comment section below and keep the comments coming in. And again, make sure to stick till the end of the video for my little surprise for you audience. Alright, so coming to the first item on the agenda, it is introduction to artificial intelligence. So what is artificial intelligence? So when we think about it, we can think of so many definitions that we can probably put out, right? Well, if we have to formally conclude a very simple definition so that everyone can comprehensively understand this, well, we say it as, the theory and the development of systems, basically computers, which are able to perform all the tasks normally just like how a human being would do. That being said, we actually mean this. We try to make computers very much intelligent to ensure that they can cope up with the level of human intelligence in today's world, if not try to beat it as well. So what are the general tasks which we can talk about when we talk about intelligence, right? So think about image recognition. There was a time when pretty much computers could not recognize characters that you've actually written in a certain code. We call it Unicode. So basically when you were typing on the keyboard, it was difficult for the computer to understand. And now you just show an image and it pretty much understands who this is, where this image was clicked, and so much more. That requires intelligence. And then when we talk about speech recognition, again guys, think about it. Pretty much again, you all have chatbots, hey Google, hey Siri. So pretty much again, sometimes they can be linked so that they work to your voice alone. You can have house alarms and vault alarms set to your own voice. Again, speech recognition is at play there. And then coming to the next most important thing about intelligence, it's decision making. See, sometimes decision making can be driven by mathematics, it can be driven by logic, but again, the logic which works on the back end of the logic which is used to make the decisions, I hope you guys are catching on to what I'm saying. That requires some sort of cognition, right? And again, artificial intelligence is almost there. And then when we have to talk about translations as well, how many times have we used Google Translate when we are stuck in a situation where we're going on a tour, or let's say a foreign tour where we do not understand or know the foreign language? So it is always fair and in fact polite to or talk to the locals in their own language anywhere. It might be in any city in India or anywhere abroad as well. So I'm pretty sure most of us have made use of Google Translate then too, right? Again, this imparts a little bit of artificial intelligence on its own. So then when we talk about where artificial intelligence is used today, well, again, all the examples that I told you are there everywhere around us, right? So it's been so subtly integrated around us. To be honest with you, we don't even notice it's there anymore, right? So think about it. I mean, America, the United States of America already has cars which can drive on its own. They have the Tesla's autopilot system. We have Google Translate. We have Google Maps which make use of AI. We have Google Earth, and I'm just talking about the Google products, right? Think about it. We have artificial intelligence on the cloud. We have Microsoft's Azure ML. Guys, when you think about it, artificial intelligence is everywhere around us. But the most said thing about artificial intelligence is that it is the best career path of this decade, and I have put this in a box to make sure that you guys take a note of this, because this again is a very lucrative career. You get to learn a lot, and at the end of the day you're trying to make a machine intelligent, so that should be very interesting to you as well, right? So coming to the community part of this, again, artificial intelligence has the world's biggest community for an information technology concept, followed by Python and Java. I mean, sure, Python is a part of AI, so we can expect audiences there too. But then when you talk about a community where people come together to solve a problem, artificial intelligence, machine learning, neural networks, deep learning, these are the concepts which has gathered the most number of members for this, guys. And again, when we have to talk about intelligence, well, what do we mean by intelligence? What makes a machine intelligent, guys? Again, do head down to the comment section below and do let me know your views on this, guys. So when you think about it, it's an art, because the art of training a machine to behave like a human being is something amazing in my opinion, and I'm sure every one of you viewers do agree to that as well. See, it might be something from a very simple cat and dog classifier all the way till helping a machine achieve cognition. So by a simple cat dog classifier, what we mean is we show the machine a couple of pictures of cats, couple of pictures of dogs, and pretty much it might not know what is what, but at the end result is pretty much it classifies all the cats as one and it classifies all the dogs separately and tells us what's a cat and what's a dog. This is a very simple beginner learning project that people actually go on to take while understanding AI, and then from this all the way till almost achieving artificial intelligence. See, by almost achieving, what I mean is you might think of the robot called Sophia, and there are Facebook chatbots again which started talking to each other, and they started developing a language of their own which the humans couldn't understand, and they had to shut it down. So when it comes to this part, again, there are two parts of it. The positive aspect of it, where it would be really nice if robots or if artificial intelligence touched or grazed human intelligence, but then there's a dark side to it too. Again, this is another debate for another video, but then if you guys have any points about it, please do head to the comment section and do let us know. And anyway, what is the challenge here? What is the challenge to making an artificial intelligence program intelligent? And the first thing, I believe, it's knowledge, because if you do not know anything, if you're thinking about on the computer's perspective, then it makes it very difficult. We have been trained years together from our infancy to today, so we have certain amount of knowledge which we have gathered and we have trained on it. So it's not like you started walking on day one after being born. You were trained how to walk, and you know how to walk now, and that's knowledge. And then coming to learning, again, you were taught many things multiple times. So let's say you wanted to ride your first bicycle. Again, think about it. You never rode your first bicycle on day one, right? You tried doing it, you fell, you had training wheels, then you removed the training wheels, you fell again, but then you learned. So something like this again applies in the world of artificial intelligence, in the world of machine learning as well. So you have the knowledge, the machine doesn't. You can learn and you have been learning, but the machine is not yet learning at this point of time. And then coming to problem solving, you have been taught how you can solve a problem. In fact, the question that you have to ask for any problem is how you can solve it. You can ask it very simply as a human being, but then making your machine ask how it can be solved is something of a challenge of itself, because without the next point, which is cognition, it is very difficult for a machine to think logically in terms of concepts such as these. So again, knowledge, learning, problem solving skills, and cognition, these keywords, these buzz keywords, is what makes an artificial intelligence program intelligent, guys. And then here's a quick fact for you guys regarding artificial intelligence. So let's check out how artificial intelligence is used in litigation. So litigation is basically in the world of law. So JP Morgan is again one of the world's biggest banking giants today, and they in fact came up with an artificial intelligence model that basically analyzed certain legal documents that they have. As you might know, being the biggest banking banking agent in the world, they will have tons and tons of documents, right? So they created a model, an AI model, which basically analyzed these documents. So what was the outcome of this? So think about this. Read this line multiple times because it makes so much sense. This machine reduced the work estimated to be 360,000 hours to a matter of seconds. So think about it. These 360,000 hours are man hours. So if you were to pick a task which can be done in a matter of seconds, or if you had to invest these thousands and thousands of hours, what would you do, right? So again, whatever JP Morgan did with respect to their model is astonishing in the world of litigation, and I'm sure the other banking giants are considering this as well. And then we need to understand why we require artificial intelligence. Guys, again, head to the comment section and let me know your top reasons of why you think we require artificial intelligence around us. I mean, human beings are the most intelligent species out there as of now. Sure, that's debatable, but as of now, that's how it stands. Well, so why do we need artificial intelligence then? Well, let me tell you, humans are the most intelligent beings, but then there is only so much that we can do. For example, consider handling a huge amount of data, right? So in this world we live in, basically we live in a world which is a big data problem. So we have terabytes, we have hexabytes, we have petabytes worth of data coming in from each and every Fortune 500 firm, pretty much every single day, every single hour of every single day, in fact. So this data is growing exponentially, and then when the data is growing at this rate, you cannot expect a human being to be on the other side all the time to handle it. So this exponential growth of data is handled by machines very easily. And then when we talk about the variety of data as well, let's say you need to go on to merge some data, split some data, basically bifurcate some data. There are varieties of data. There's unstructured data, semi-structured data, structured data. So it might not be possible for one human or a team of human beings to basically go on to do this with the amount of data I just told you, right? So when you think about it practically, the variety of sources through which the data comes in is again unlimited almost. So having a machine on the other end of it to take the brutality of the variety of sources, the types of data, the amount of data is going to make life more efficient for the employer as well as the employee. And then when we come to processing speed, yes, again, I'm going to restate the same thing. Human beings might be the most intelligent beings out there, but then we do have machines which can be exponentially faster than humans when it comes to certain basic things, let it be mathematical calculations or anything as such. So this will provide unparalleled performance when we have to compare a human being's work directly to an artificial intelligent being's work. If we have to go on to directly juxtapose them. So this brings us to artificial intelligence developers. Who are these guys and what do they do? Well, you need to know this. Again, AI developers are basically computer science based people, and these people have to do a lot with coding, programming languages such as Python, languages such as R, and many other programming concepts. So why do they need all this programming? Well, this is basically to ensure that they can design, maintain, test, evaluate all the artificial intelligence solutions that certain organizations need. So let's say again, the AI technology which has gone into building Siri at Apple might be extremely different, is definitely very different than the technology which went into Tesla's autopilot, right? So these developers need to understand what the problem is, make sure they can formulate the problem and then formulate a solution for that problem as well, right? So designing a solution for an artificial intelligence requirement, and in fact maintaining that product after it's been designed, and evaluating to make sure that it is performing right where it should, is again very important aspects of an artificial intelligence developer. And I have a quick question for you guys on that note. So I'm pretty sure most of you guys use social media, right? It might be Facebook, it might be Instagram, it might be Twitter, and it might be all the other fancy social media apps out there. Coming to Facebook, let's see how AI developers pretty much work out here, right? So AI developers are pretty much responsible again to handle about 350 million photos a day which has been uploaded to Facebook, and they do a lot with face detection and image recognition as well. So let's say you and your friends decided to go on a vacation. Let's say there were 10 people of you and you clicked about 300 pictures. Now imagine tagging 10 of these people in all the 60 pictures, right? So again, 600 tags you have to do manually, and this is going to take many hours if you have to do this. But then Facebook already would understand who the person that is in the picture, where the picture was clicked, and much more. That is what geotagging means, and location options too. So this is told to you very subtle. It says, hey, was the picture clicked here? Is this person that, I mean, it'll show you the name of the person and it'll show you the location as well, and you might be like, yes. So at that point of time, you might not recognize and realize the power that's working behind it to get you all the details, right? Again, and another important thing is automatic friend suggestions, right? So let's say you added someone on any of their other applications. Now Facebook owns WhatsApp and Instagram. So let's say you're in touch with someone on WhatsApp where you've saved their number or something. Facebook will tell you, it'll give you a friend recommendation saying, hey, why don't you add that person on Facebook as well? So imagine all the processing that goes behind this particular thing. I mean, it's so subtle, as I mentioned on the first slide, that we don't even know it's there anymore. And then when you talk about Instagram, see, there are 95 million photos which get uploaded to Instagram, and handling that is definitely a task, right? And the best thing that Instagram is known for these days is customized advertisement. So you go to Amazon, you're searching for the latest mobile phone, or you're searching for a mobile cover, tempered glass, whatever it is. As soon as you come back to Instagram, it's going to show you one advertisement which is beautifully put together. You'll feel like clicking on the advertisement. Basically, that's how customized these advertisements are. And again, face detection and object recognition as well. So that plays a very important role in Instagram. Location recommendation systems, again, it will just tell you where the photo was clicked, what time the photo was clicked, and much more. Friend recommendation, again, so let's say again you added someone on Facebook, or you guys just let's say there are two people who use Instagram. You guys have talked on another social media, but then you guys decided to meet for breakfast or dinner or whatever, and as soon as you come back to Instagram, it's going to give you a friend recommendation saying, why don't you add this person on Instagram? Again, how does this work? Artificial intelligence is at play, my dear viewers. And then coming to Twitter handles pretty much 6,000 tweets per second. Again, there has to be some form of pretty much a pipeline, a channel for the data to flow through in and out of the Twitter's storage area, where pretty much they need to understand, they need to work with this data, because it's not all about storing the data when it comes to Twitter, right? Because they perform sentiment analysis of every single tweet. They check if the tweet has a positive sentiment, a neutral sentiment, a negative sentiment, and what pretty much they can check to the depths of what person in which area liked or disliked this tweet on the face of the globe, basically. So this will add power to their organization. This will make sure that marketing can be done using Twitter, and in fact, at the end of the day, you're bringing more sessions to Twitter, and they are happy. Coming to outreach analytics and customized marketing, again, pretty much it'll tell you who your audience is, when they're watching your tweets, when they're reading it, and why as well, right? So coming to data analytics, again, you can pull out any number of statistics you want with respect to sentiment analysis of any tweet that's present on Twitter, guys. So think about it. We never knew a simple tweet can have this much of a complex circumstance in the back end when we talk about data and artificial intelligence, right? And again, that brings us to the main highlight. I'm sorry, give me 1 second. All right, I'm sorry about that. I just needed a gulp of water. So anyway, coming back. So this brings us to the most important aspect of this video, guys, which is the skills needed to become an AI developer. And let me tell you about 3 important skills that I think you should have. And the first one is all about mathematics and all about algorithms, guys, because at the end of the day, you need to understand how numbers can in fact be used to achieve artificial intelligence. There is so much that you might not know, and to the intermediate level viewers, pretty much you will know how much of importance mathematics and statistics play a role. And then coming to algorithms, all the machine learning algorithms are again one step closer to making the machines intelligent. All concepts such as machine learning, deep learning, neural networks, all these are work under the same umbrella of artificial intelligence. All of these terms that I told you, all of their goals is to achieve artificial intelligence at the end of the day. So having very good mathematical skills and being well versed with the top algorithms which works with, again, based on statistics is very vital. And second of the three most important skills is probability and statistics, guys. Why did I mention statistics again? Well, it is that important. You need to understand all the concepts, everything from the basics of correlation, all the way till how you can basically churn through data and make sure the data will give you insights that the naked eye might not tell you at all. So that is one of the reasons why statistics is extremely important. Coming to the world of probability again, we need to sometimes understand that the values can be continuous, the values can be discrete. We need to find out what a possibility of occurrence of something is, right? So that again, pretty much an artificial intelligence algorithm of today will not give you 100% accuracy all the time. It will give you an accuracy of 80, 90, 95, 98%. Again, this 98% is 9 on 10 probability. So it says that there are chances that it might fail 2 times out of 100 times. Again, probability, right? So this is a very important second skill to have. Coming to the third most important skill is having the knowledge of a programming language, guys, because again, there are languages like Python and R which form a very strong requirement when you have to learn about artificial intelligence and to help you become an AI developer. And you can either go on to learn Python, you can go on to learn R, but then beginners do prefer Python because R actually has a steep learning curve which some of the beginners might find difficult. But then do not worry, you can pick up either Python or R and you can be on your way to become an AI developer. And then coming to what R is majorly used for, well, R is actually used to do a lot of data plotting, a lot of statistics, and it involves a lot of bringing mathematics and programming together is what I want to tell you guys. And then in a gist again, most of the companies which basically has open positions for AI developers has these roles always present. So you need R and or Python, you're going to need statistics, you're going to need to work with algorithms, machine learning, and so much more. And on that note, here is a step-by-step guide on how you can become an artificial intelligence developer. Let us begin with step 1. Step 1 is pretty much again you understanding data structures in detail. You might be wondering why you need data structures, right? Again, if you understand how your data is stored, how your data is talking to the other entity that is present next to it, then you will understand how you can increase the performance of an algorithm by making it improve itself by drastically changing its understanding of its neighboring data. So understanding the right data structure, understanding when to use what data structure is extremely important. And this is step number 1. Guys, I urge you guys to pretty much whip out your pen and paper or make notes of these, as this will help you a lot in case if you guys are considering to becoming an AI developer. Coming to step number 2 again, as I mentioned, programming. So Python and R are the biggest names when it comes to a programming language to help achieve artificial intelligence. And programming knowledge is vital, guys. It is necessary. There is no work around this, and in fact, it is so much fun to work with, and I've been working on this for a couple of years and I absolutely love it. So, working on Python, working in R, there are libraries for machine learning, there is TensorFlow, there's scikit-learn, there is PyTorch for neural networks, there's CNTK, that's the Microsoft's cognitive toolkit, and there are much more. There is Staffy, pretty much, guys. If I have to go on to naming the frameworks, I can keep on going. So when you think about this, there are so many things out there that you need to know, and this already forms the step number 2. So what comes after this? Well, step 3 is understanding a little bit of mathematics, guys. You need to have some sort of clarity on how numbers can actually be used to drive a data driven entity into making it self-sustain, because at the end of the day, statistics will play an extremely vital role in making sure your machine understands what's going on in it and derive some sort of continuous or differential inferences based on that. And then this brings us to step number 4. Step number 4 is the most important part, ladies and gentlemen, because here again you will be finding a problem. This is how you have to go by with step number 4. Find a problem which needs a solution. Let's say It might be a new startup that your friend is starting, or you just spotted a common problem across your daily life. So find that problem and make sure that you can formulate the problem and understand what the actual problem is. Now find a solution to that problem, and after you found the solution to that problem in a general human way, try to see if you can get the machine to do it. If you can implement artificial intelligence to do it almost as good as you, if not better, then your job is done. But then you need to understand that at the end of it, you becoming an artificial intelligence developer. So telling the world about it is again very important as well. So there is this website called as Kaggle, where pretty much it's an amazing community where people pretty much come together, give out their problems, give out solutions. There are challenges that you can take place in, and basically it's like a GitHub for programmers. Again, GitHub is the same thing, but when we talk about it, Kaggle is a little different, and I'm sure you guys will know how when you go on to explore Kaggle, which is your step number 4. So coming to step number 5. Step number 5 involves you to understand a little bit of cloud computing, because again, in today's world, half of the organizations we see around us are already scaled to the clouds. So everything from Amazon Web Services, we have GCP, which is Google Cloud Platform, we have Microsoft Azure, and much more. So taking artificial intelligence and scaling it right up in the sky through the clouds is now booming. And as my dear viewers, I have to tell you that having a good certification which will train you on all of these concepts is extremely vital. Working on AWS, working on GCP or Azure or any of these, so having cloud computing knowledge and bringing it together with artificial intelligence are very vital. And coming to step number 6. Step number 6 is again an important aspect for an AI developer, because not only you'll have to work with one single computer at point of time, you'll have to work with multiple entities, multiple computers, because at the end of the day, you're going to use this to exponentially increase your computing power. And this is basically done to understand how you can gain some sort of systematic knowledge onto scaling this artificial intelligence entity that you're developing onto a modern infrastructure. This is very vital, guys. So to revisit all the steps, here's a recap. Your step 1 will begin by understanding data structures. Step 2 with a programming language and some libraries. Step 3 is mathematics and statistics. Step 4 is finding a problem, analyzing it, and solving it. Again, the next step involves scaling artificial intelligence to the clouds, and the last step is to understand how you can make use of artificial intelligence on multiple machines at the same time, which is basically distributed computing. And to basically strengthen everything that I've said, here are some of the sample job descriptions that we can check out. So here's a job description for an artificial intelligence developer from the Penn State University in the United States of America. Their requirement is this. They say proficiency in Python is needed, experience with machine learning library TensorFlow, Infinite Cafe is needed, and pretty much they say proficiency in mathematics is needed, as we discussed, linear algebra, multivariate calculus, and much more. Skill is required in JavaScript or R, as we discussed, data structures, and ability to communicate technical topics to the people who might be non-technical audiences. And then cloud computing, AWS, as I told you, right? So we discussed all the 6-7 points, and again, you can see just in one job description, we can see all those 6 points reflecting onto us, right? And then in fact, coming to a researcher's jobs, we just checked out the artificial intelligence developer role. Let's check out the artificial intelligence researcher's role. Again, this comes from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. It's called Lincoln Laboratory. These guys as well, they require you to have experience in machine learning software, PyTorch, TensorFlow, MixNet, Scikit-learn, and much more. They would appreciate if you guys had experiences in working with large computer vision data sets, experience with big data, Hadoop, Spark, Elasticsearch, Cassandra. You'll be able to work in a multidisciplinary team environment. You have to have very good communication skills, oral skills, and sometimes you might have to travel as well. So guys, when we think about these two job descriptions of an AI developer and an AI researcher, again, when you come to think about it, we have validated all the points that we pretty much just discussed, right? And this brings us to the most important part of our live session, which is pretty much to tell you what the average salary is. So here is the average salary, guys. So pretty much again, when you think about it, the average salary of a junior AI developer is somewhere around $80,000 in the USA, 7 lakhs per annum in India, 45,000 pounds in the UK, and then a senior AI developer has somewhere around $115,000 in the US, 15 lakhs per annum in India, and 60,000 pounds in the UK, guys. So these are some of the very big numbers that you can see when we talk about AI developers, AI researchers, and then as I told you, this is a very lucrative lucrative career that you can pretty much jump onto, guys. So coming to my final thoughts on this particular video, well guys, you might have a question. I mean, all of us I meet have this one particular question they ask me all the time. So will artificial intelligence take over the world? Well guys, when you have to think about it, it's your model that is working. So your artificial intelligence program is only going to be as good as you are, unless it finds a way where it can be better than you. Well, know this, it's going to be only as good as you are, so pretty much you have nothing to fear. So is it a trending career in this decade? Well, absolutely, because it is the number one job in the entire world of information technology today, guys. So when you have to think about how good of a career artificial intelligence is, let me strengthen your belief that it is the number one job in the entire world of information technology today. And then for further learning, and I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions as well, so guys, again, if you have any more questions, please keep it coming in the comment section below. And I do believe that, you know, an investment in knowledge always pays the best interest, because there is nothing more that you can buy and get more value for unless it's knowledge and having some sort of education, right guys? Again, if you need any more information about this particular video or anything else, make sure to head down to our Intellipaat's YouTube channel to check out the plethora of content we put out for you. And then if you are not much of a video person but you like to read blogs, then we have an entire blog channel set up as well. And after this, we have an Intellipaat community where we have people from all the ages, all the nationalities throughout the globe who come together to talk everything technology, to talk about anything and everything of information technology, from non-technical topics all the way till the technical topics. And in fact, it's an amazing thing to be a part of Intellipaat's community, guys. So make sure you check out all these three channels. And on that note, let me quickly help you on how you can become an artificial intelligence developer as soon as possible. So here is Intellipaat's artificial intelligence course and training, basically using TensorFlow. This is one of the most very well reviewed course by our learners who pretty much love this course. So this course will basically is conducted by making use of TensorFlow, and it's an industry recognized certification training program, guys. So you have absolutely nothing to worry about regarding the certification. And again, when we think about it, you will be learning a lot of things, everything from convolution neural networks, perceptrons, TensorFlow, the coding which goes behind TensorFlow, graph visualizations, RNNs, CNNs, guys, you name it, pretty much you will be taught in this particular course. So coming to the quick key features of this program, we have 32 hours of instructor-led training. We have 24 hours of self-paced videos. So basically, with instructor-led training, we have an instructor in an online classroom who will be teaching. So if you have any questions, you can pretty much pause the instructor who's teaching and ask him or her your questions on the fly. But then with self-paced videos, if you do not have time for instructor-led training, we do provide recorded videos where you can learn the same concepts. And then coming to project works, if you have observed, our exercises and project works are more than the videos we put out. Again, here at Intellipaat, we believe that you having the right exercises, the right project works is extremely important when we have to make you understand the concepts and make sure you guys are thorough with whatever you're doing. And then coming to certification and job assistance, we are well known, well placed in the industry with more than 80 plus MNCs who prefer and like Intellipaat certification. And then coming to flexible scheduling, we provide flexible schedules in case if you guys are jam-packed with your weekdays, with your weekends and whatnot. Again, make sure to pretty much get in touch with us as soon as you can to check out if a schedule is available for you, and we can help you get the same as well. And then coming to lifetime free upgrades, we do provide lifetime access, lifetime upgrades if you just enroll with us once, because we believe pretty much it is as important as for you to pretty much become an expert in a concept today, but then if you have to revisit it again for a couple of months from now, years from now, then you can retake the course again at no extra fee, because you have it for a lifetime and then still learn those latest concepts as well. And then coming to the 24/7 lifetime support and access, pretty much if you have any questions at any point of time while learning, we are here 24/7 to basically answer that for you. And then coming to a little bit about the course, guys, you can check out the curriculum in detail. We have every single module of what you'll be taught, everything from multi-layered neural networks, artificial neural networks, deep learning, CNN, RNN, making use of graphical processing unit pretty much. Why do you need to use GPUs instead of CPUs? What is an RBM? It's a restricted Boltzmann machine. Guys, there are so many things that pretty much you can pick up, everything from time series analysis all the way till deep learning and neural networks in this particular course. Keras API, again, TF Learn, guys. Pretty much you will be taught, you will become an expert in artificial intelligence if you get certified by using this program. In fact, you can download our entire curriculum and read through each and every one of these modules yourself. And then coming to the projects, as I told you, we believe it's extremely vital you have industry level project experiences, and we do provide the same. We have so many projects. We have three major industry level projects that you guys will be working on when you pick this course. And it is so important that you work on this, because again, putting this on your resume adds a lot of weight, not only as a professional document, but to you as a learner who has understood, and it provides a validation that you know and you have been certified right in the world of artificial intelligence. In fact, we have a sample video that we also put up, so make sure to check it out in case you wanna have a look at the course that you'll be buying. And then guys, coming to the certification, this is what a certification from Intellipaat will look like. You will have a verified certificate with a certified ID from us at Intellipaat, and you can pretty much use this certification to pretty much get a job in the top 80 plus MNCs. We have partners such as Ericsson, Cisco, Cognizant, Sony, Mu Sigma, Saint Gobain, Standard Chartered, TCS, Genpact, Hexaware, much more, guys. And in fact, if you want to check out the training reviews we have, you can click on any of these videos for the same. And then coming to the people who have bought the course, they have left us some amazing testimonials that I think you guys should go through in detail as well. We have our course advisors here, and definitely I do believe that you guys will have many more questions regarding the course. So at the end of it, we have an entirely dedicated FAQ, frequently asked questions section on artificial intelligence, where you guys can pretty much get answers to most of your questions. And again, I'm sure you guys will have more questions after this as well. So stick with me for 1 second and let me fulfill my promise that I told you guys about the surprise. Well, here's a coupon code for you. You can use YouTube 30, YOUTUBE in caps, guys, and then 30 followed by that in numeric. This will get you a flat 30% off on all of the courses that are present on the Intellipaat's website. And this is very vital for you guys. It's the fresh start of a decade. It's just February of 2020. Make sure you use this opportunity to upskill yourself to land that dream job that you guys have been looking for all this while. As I said, a good certification program which provides you the knowledge, which ensures you do industry level projects, which ensures you add weight to your resume and your professional career, will always help you to land that lucrative job. So make sure to use this coupon code to get from where you are right now to being a professional in any of the technologies in the world of information technology, guys. And on that note, you have come to the end of this session. If you have any more queries, if you have suggestions, any comments, or if you're looking for a course program where you need any help, guys, head on to the comment section below now and do let me know. And if you guys want to talk to our course advisors for free, make sure to call us on the given numbers on your screen. We have the Indian number and the US number present. But then if you're not much of a calling person, if you like to write emails, then guys, make sure to shoot us a mail, sales@intellipaat.com, and we'll be more than happy to help you out at the earliest. And we have our course advisors course advisor team standing by 24 hours 7 days of the week, 365 days of the year. You're here to basically help all of our learners to get their fast track path to becoming experts in their own domains, guys. So on that note, I wish you guys all the success in the world, and I hope to see you guys on the next one.